So I don't think you have to be loud to be a good leader. And, you know, I rose through the ranks at VMI. I was obviously back in high school, captain of baseball team, basketball team. I served in the Army for 8 years. And so I know what leadership is about. And then I've been here for 10 years and served 6 years in the Senate representing the 6th District and then 4 years as Lieutenant Governor. I've gotten some good things done like the smoking ban in restaurants. And you can't get something like that done unless you have relationships, unless you work with people from both sides of the aisle, and if you know how to move things like that forward. We watched this campaign in 2016 that was just based on so much hatred and bigotry, and now the tweeting that's going on, and just people have stopped communicating in the ways that I've been taught to communicate in. And so, you know, I think we need to get back to, we all have a compass within us, and I think we really need to search and find that moral compass. That's the way I've been raised, and that's what I really want to, I think, to impart to, you know, other Virginians, that there's a different way. We don't have to use the shallow, the negativity, the attacks that we see in politics so much, that this is a time for healing. And as you know, I'm a physician. Let's bring people to the table, talk about the issues, agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, do what's in the best interest of Virginia. So I look forward to doing that. There are going to be areas where I can work with the president. If he wants to end sequestration, that would be great for our economy. If he wants to build up the military, obviously we build the finest warships and submarines right there in Newport News. If there are things that I don't agree with, though, I'm going to stand up and make that known, like the travel ban, which was just detrimental to Virginia. What they've done with health care, taking away health care from individuals. I'll stand up for Virginians. Health care is very important. No individual, no family should be one medical illness away from financial demise, and people understand that. And so they voted strongly.
You think the elections?
Absolutely.
So those that won, Republicans I'm talking about, they saw the same thing you did?
I think so. And, you know, there are close to 400,000 working Virginians that don't have coverage. And this is the other thing that, from a business perspective, that I think Virginians really need to understand, and that is that every day we don't expand Medicaid, we're not only leaving on the table, but we're giving to other states who we compete with over $6 million a day. Since January of 14, we've given over $10 billion. And that just doesn't make sense. And plus, morally, people need access to health care. We need to support our colleges and universities. Some of those, as you know, are supported at less than 10%. And we need to do better than that. And right now, we have the #1 colleges and universities in this country, but we need to continue to support them. The community college system, we have 23 great community colleges. And the last thing I would tell you about, two things about education that are very important. Our teachers in Virginia are significantly underpaid compared to other states. As you know, we've had difficulty recruiting and retaining teachers this year. We've got to pay them competitive salaries, so that's very important. And again, that's bipartisan. And then early childhood education is something that we have worked on in the last 4 years. We're going to be crisscrossing the Commonwealth, and I look forward to getting out to every county, every city in Virginia. I'm going to go to every college and university, every community college, and make my presence known. My legacy would be to make sure that all Virginians have access to good health care and that all of our children have access to a world-class education. If I can do those two things, I'll be content at the end of my 4 years.